can't imagine anything like work or anything like that. Any other bit of work being as fucking hard as writing and directing a feature film, man. Because there's so much personal stuff in there, and you're dealing with so many people all the time, and it's such a long process in which it consumes you day and night. Do you know what I mean? It's a huge sacrifice, man. You know, and your life will change.
Forget work, forget family, forget your latest insecurity. The weekend has landed!
6 friends, imagination, invention, reality, surreality, comedy, tragedy, fast boys and girls, downers, uppers, winners, losers, all in a Cardiff club culture. First-time feature director, 24-year-old Justin Kerrigan exploits teenage paranoia, sex, drugs and a dance groove in his debut film, Human Traffic.
I can't stop thinking about my girlfriend fucking other men.
You're always touching people, aren't you?
I'm having a sub-life crisis.
Of course, I'm having a few problems with women myself these days.
What's wrong?
Star Wars is definitely about drug culture, man. There's no fucking question.
There's a war on drugs!
It's a head fuck.
I first met Justin at the Newport Film School, where I do some lectures. And right from day one when I first met him, he showed me his first short film. I knew there was a really hot talent. I could see it right away.
He's never going away. He keeps throwing questions to me about rave culture and then answering them before he's finished asking the question.
Party Politics, Justin's first film, also deals with the social condition of young people at a cost of £90, compared with £2.2 million he has to explore human traffic, which is slightly less than the budget on Trainspotting. Comparative films, explosive, contemporary drama. But Human Traffic, no doubt, has its own cause.
Human Traffic is about friendship, you know, fundamentally. But these friends happen to be a part of the biggest youth culture in Britain ever. You know, the dance club scene is bigger than the mods, the hippies, the rockers, the punks. It's a massive mainstream movement. And what I'm trying to do is to represent it in a truthful light.
This is 5 days into the film. This is our biggest challenge so far. It's a scene involving 150 extras. It's a parody of the national anthem, where the youth of today are expressing their opinions and feelings, which are much more connected to themselves rather than some ancient old song which has no values to them.
Can we have it? Can we move it?
So everybody can hear it for this one, please. Okay?
First Assistant Director Howell Williams demonstrates the troubles and strifes through the mechanics of managing cast and crew. In other words, he's the man who rules the shop floor. But with hundreds of supporting artists to control, administering them with a few free cans of lager and cigarettes certainly helps calm the chaos of a film shoot, especially for Justin, already dealing with artistic control and his first full feature crew.
Roll guide track.
No pressure.
Action.
A couple of people still taking it as a joke, make it serious, alright? But it's fucking great, just get there quickly, yeah?
Roll guide track.
1, 2, 3!
It's a big Steadicam day. We've got it all day setting up for a 4-minute Steadicam shot, which is the opening shot to one of the party scenes. all the cars pull up. There's a queue at the door to get into the party. The cats actually go over the top of this flower bed here with all the rocks. Steadicam, moving this way, comes round here. This is their car here. We're just putting a Starsky and Hutch stripe on it. So we pick up a conversation here. The Steadicam circles around, and then we head off up the stairs. And do a tour of this balcony, looking into all these rooms, picking up people. We've got another conversation here. So we've done a whole tour of that floor, and we come back down, picking up bits of conversation as the Steadicam circles around.
I guess my weed on is back.
Possible ending is some people try and collapse onto one of the chaise longues. When it collapses, they all laugh. That's the end of the shot.
We knew right from the start it's the longest Steadicam shot in a British film. Why are we attempting it in this budget? Why don't we leave it to the big boys in Hollywood?
Unfortunately, in order to achieve this kind of thing, you have to do an awful lot of preparation. What you don't see is what's happening behind the camera and what a big animal it is. I mean, we are going to spend the whole day merely preparing for one shot.
Attempting such a shot on such little money inside a minute timescale only reveals a production clog dancing on thin ice. However, the production's belief in Justin's creative nature allows him and his team to at least strive for perfection.
Dov Simmons, who taught Jim Jarmusch and Quentin Tarantino everything they know about filmmaking, and one of the first things he says is choose a cast of 4, choose 4 locations, and you can make a feature film. Well, when Justin finished the script, there was 59 locations, there was 108 speaking parts, and it virtually made it bigger than Titanic nearly, you know, so we were like, oh, how are we going to actually achieve this?
Control and perseverance from all parties are 2 main factors essential in achieving Justin's goal. Steadicam is one shot, it requires elegance and grace. The scene has to be choreographed in order to keep in time with what the camera is doing. If Steadicam turns to reveal an empty frame, then it becomes an expensive waste of time and film.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Can you be extremely careful where you put your cigarettes out?
Just a bit of quiet, please. Thank you. Unfortunately, when we're filming, the sound coming out of your mouth is the one thing we can't cope with. So when we go for rehearsal, we pretend to talk.
Stand by. Action. No, you're gonna dig this.
Take one on life through a Steadicam lens at Connie's party. This camera is operated by Paul Edwards under the cautious eye of the director of photography and of course Justin, who watched the scene on a monitor. Every last detail is noted, light, sound, performances and movement, although take one isn't going to plan.
You must cut it. If you don't like it, cut it.
Cut. This would never happen on Cat 5.
We need to come around much faster on this.
Yeah,
Or,
so
yeah.
we're going to do 2 returns.
Two,
but
and leave
faster.
them. And leave them.
Yeah,
Get out of there.
whack
Yeah.
through.
This is great. This is good.
A shot like that is so ambitious, it either works or it's crap. And you can't keep on doing it because you've only got so much time. So I might be thinking I'm starting to get it, and it's getting better and better. But then all the crew jump on the producers jump on me, and I can only go, you know what I mean, I can only fight it so far. And it is a fight, you know, it is a fight to try and get those shots.
When everybody wants to go and see this film, and it's famous worldwide, I want you all to be very happy with what you did tonight, okay?
Take 4.
Now I'm going to take you on a guided tour of the club casualty, so come on!
But this time, a new problem. A lot of restless and tiresome supporting artists who simply aren't given enough welly to the scene. Whether it's due to people advantageous to the free booze or a lack of enthusiasm, the fact is the pictures look dull. A stern voice is required.
Fuck.
Because we couldn't afford to pay the extras, you know, after say like 5 hours, you know, they want to go home. So like when I sense that, I've got to basically go out there and speak to them. But it's really hard because you're telling the cameraman what to do, you're telling the actors what to do. And then at the same time, you've got to be screaming at the extras, like saying, you know, come on, let's get going, do you know what I mean? Really getting them hoofing it.
Come on, folks! Fucking hoof it!
It's dynasty!
Oh, come back, keep going, man, come back. What are you doing? Oh, come here.
Come on, come
Take 7.
check out the been there, done that merchant!
Where the fuck's this coming from, man?
Sometimes, man, I look in your eyes and all I see is fucking resentment.
Do we see what goes past there?
Got it, man.
Who Finit, as Justin proclaimed, proved too much for his first assistant, who wrapped himself at the end of this day.
Very slow at the moment. We need to pick the pace up a bit. We're continually, waiting for things on this job. We're just sort of, we're all set up, ready to go, and artists are not ready. All the artists are ready, and then the set's not ready. It's been one thing after another until now, but since Charlie's come on board, he makes everything run a lot smoother.
A new day and take two on the first assistant, Charlie. Spirits seem optimistically higher.
This is one of the main characters in the film called Coop, who works in an underground record store, and he's a good blagger, and it's basically how he screws people like this at 20 quid for white labels.
When he comes in, should we have a touch or something? Yeah, nice. If he does come in.
I've done like meticulously worked out every single shot, like, do you know what I mean? Taking ages and get here and it's kind of like so pushed for time that all my little gems that I put like fucking lines through, do you know what I mean? Big gutting really. Just go for the bare bones of it, you know what I mean?
Alright, okay, we won't do the hold on the front. Shut the door, please. Outside. And rehearsal. Action.
What's up? Hey, nice.
New hip hop man?
Yeah.
It was a fantastic experience because everybody was equal. It's not a race issue. So often you see black people portrayed in issue-based parts. The young ruffian, the thug, or the other side of the scale, black guy done good.
They call themselves the itchy trigger finger niggas.
The itchy what?
The itchy trigger finger niggas.
But you never kind of see the middleman, the middle ground, just someone being themselves, and reacting to the same situations as anybody else. It's fantastic.
Hey.
Yeah, man. I take that shit. That shit is real, man.
Nice. Can't be missed. 20 quid.
20 quid?
Yeah, man. Hey, you know that when the price of...
McMunchies is Justin's autobiographical take on life under management in the real world.
I'm not interested in a big budget Hollywood film at the moment. I'm into writing things which are personal and stuff. I just want to be happy with the films I'm making and for them to reach an audience where people will kind of get something from them and to try and be as original as I can, break a few stereotypes, try and do something a bit different.
You go and stand over by the UCI yellow sticker over there.
Week 5 into the shoot, I'm amazed we've survived it. The logistics have been massive, we've coped, and there's been a lot of heart-aching tears, but it's all been worthwhile. The rushes are spectacular. Wicked.
Can't stand working night till tonight, 11 to 11. What sort of shifts are?
Tonight's probably the same as happened last night. We got 3 shots, nothing. And the night before that, we got 4 shots. Well, it's looking nice, So they say, they tell me.
There's no problems on this shoot.
Start with it. Start like freaking out with it. It's like a bad day bad day being a robot.
You go and stand by the UCI sticker over there.
On Human Traffic, there's actually 68 people involved in the crew in total. You get a lot of personality clashes, you get a lot of scandal, you get a lot of gossip, you get a lot of backstabbing.
This is us in a burger bar. We're having a fantastic time in this burger bar. We're very late. We're about sort of 20 to 12 at night.
I worked in a burger joint when I was younger and I fucking hated it, it was a nightmare. And it was like, I don't know, working like a robot really, like, do you know what I mean? Everyone kind of like just working on the treadmill, do you know what I mean? I immediately just thought of robots and then thought of bodybuilders.
Listen up, we're just doing the playback now. It's still being recorded. It'll be 2 seconds, all right?
It's the first time that you see my character, and basically she just doesn't want to be here, doesn't want to be working here. She's a girl with brains and knows what she's doing, likes a good time, and it's just like, what the hell am I doing here? I'm part of our confused, fucked up generation who says, would you like fries with that for £3.50 an hour?
But I have a special reserved hatred for managers, man. Mini Hitlers on £8 an hour power trips.
All right, Nin?
Yep.
You're looking after my meat.
That was funny.
What the hell do you think you're doing just standing around and talking?
You always get this like real kind of abuse of authority in these like little crappy stories, do you know what I mean? And I kind of get into that quite a bit in the film, do you know what I mean? So yeah, again, it is personal.
Fuck this.
Jip kind of speaks, he's got like the tennis strapped to his mouth. Yeah, that's what happens, you know, you get mentally abused by some mini fucking Hitler and you can't speak back to them because you got to pay the rent.
Okay, everybody in the background, all of our Algie, get your crew together, please, sir. Algie, so roll camera, go with speed, play back, action!
There's always Monday. There's always work to bring you back down to reality. When are they going to start using robots, man, and save us all the humiliation? Do you know what I mean? 9 hours a day, 5 days a week. We're incarcerated in these muck jobs, acting like C-3PO to anyone who wants to condescend us. I haven't got one friend who enjoys their job.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll start the shot.
Well, we take it in turns to keep an eye on Justin, you know. There's 3 of us, because he would stay in one shot and shoot it all night long. So one of us has to be here from production to make sure it gets moved along. You know, there's no doubt about that, you know. We've learned that lesson from day one.
Don't be rocking or anything like that. Leave that to them.
Every day feels like you're walking deeper in quicksand. It feels like 6 weeks shoot is 6 years, but we're getting there.
Considering it's a bag of shite to work on, you must probably have a good film.
Frightfully exciting. See you later.
But we didn't see him later. Charlie wrapped himself.
Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. We're shooting episode 3 of Star Trek.
When a party eases, music soothed, the persistent good timers aim to befriend someone possessing the drug that will assist them in greeting the new dawn. Justin has hired the one man who can deliver the remedy, Mr. Nice.
There's one scene in a party where they're all coming down, yeah, it's about 6 in the morning and paranoia is starting to creep in there. And basically, it's like commentary on the psychology of the main 3 characters on the couch, yeah? Of like who's sparked up the joint, who's going to try and get the joint next, how they're going to try and interject into the conversation to get it. And I was thinking, well, who's the most, who could we do? We could do like a normal sports commentator, and I was just going through the whole list. I was like, no, who's the most iconic person of cannabis in Britain? It's like, there's only one person, man, Howard Marks.
Howard Marks, alleged to be the key figure in the world's biggest drugs ring, is tonight in a Spanish jail.
I have consumed a great deal of marijuana in my life, yes.
I'm pretty interested in the rave culture because it's something that kind of happened when I was banged up. I was very glad to be let out in time to see at least some of it.
I just try to become a role model, really, for people in their late 50s.
Now we've reached the hour of split politics.
I've got messages for older people. I've got absolutely no messages for young people at all.
Now we've reached the hour of split politics.
It's the time of the night when everyone knows who's got a split and in which direction it's going. Look at Casey there in the hood. He doesn't know Herbie, the kid skinning up next to him. But to get a talk, he's got to start up some bullshit conversation and keep it going until he gets past the spliff.
Smells like so bad to me. Can't afford a bit of solid.
Now look at Herbie's face. He knows what's up. He's just hoping Cassie will run out of steam so that he can pass the spliff to his mate, Felix.
Thank you very much.
And that's a wrap with Mr. Marks. Always a pleasure. Today, some of the crew find solace trying to rig up the Welsh International on their TV set.
How's that? Shite!
No, back where you had it.
If we get a picture on this, then the whole day's shooting will be perfect.
Unlike the recently departed first assistant, the crew seem to expect so much from him.
He was fine. Just don't think other people in other departments could get along with him. It's too efficient for him.
He was publicly berating the producers in the production, which we just felt was not appropriate, really. He was very keen to favour certain groups of people in the crew, and very keen, if any problems did arise, to sort of blame them fairly and squarely on us, and thus further widening the us and them.
What number are you, Jeff?
A lot of people hitting the streets now, gripping people off the street for extras, giving them a sandwich, like a can of lager, fag in their mouth, they're happy.
If you'd like to start making your way down there, we're ready to do some filming. And remember, enjoy yourselves!
No one's ever done a film on dance culture before that's been big, so everyone wants to be involved, everyone wants to be a part of it, don't they, you know?
OK, folks, just come through here with me.
The response we've had is great, considering we're not paying anything. It's marvellous.
I think it's about six students. I've got it written down somewhere. It's about the aspirations of 6 friends over a weekend of clubbing and parties in Cardiff. There we go, that's what it's about.
No, we're fine, we're in control. We're going to have a rehearsal in about 5 minutes. OK, so I'm going to have to go.
Take 3 on the new first assistant, the elegant and efficient Emma. On this, the last and most crucial day of filming, she has to make sure that the busy club scene arrives home on time. The only obstacle is that they're already running behind, and with a mutinous crew to cope with, she can only wish for it not to end in deplorable fisticuffs.
Logistically, it makes it very, very hard because you're asking for favours, you're asking for people to work very long hours, you know. It's a labour of love. Human traffic, the people behind it really were inspired.
We're not overrun tonight, mate. We're going to wrap on time tonight. We're having an hour back tonight.
You know that strobe light?
We don't have the money to pay them overtime, and I think they feel that they'll go over if they have to, if it means getting a scene, but if they think we've been moving slowly all day and spending too much time setting up and prepping, thinking about shots, then I'm so keen. But yesterday they were reasonably happy. There were scenes apparently on set, but they were reasonably happy to carry on.
I can't explain it because you might show it on telly. Then I'll be very embarrassed. So I'm only the grip. You go away, you. Got the producer by there, see? Scratching his head. Oh no, it's a definite maybe. It's a definite maybe, definite maybe. Top producer.
Sometimes the crew really knits together and sometimes they just curdle.
Where's the Panavision plate?
I think we've curdled at times.
There's a first tiniest inkling you get when something somewhere might go horribly wrong. Odds are against delivering the final scene unscathed. If they don't get it in one shot, then certain people become court jesters overnight, from the sublime to the ridiculous. And with no time to rehearse, only Emma can reveal how long they have to shoot it.
We've got 20 minutes to get this, so please cooperate with us. Scanners, you'll have to pay attention to a walkthrough which we're going to have in a minute. Because if we don't get it right first time, we won't get it. Okay? So those of you that are dancing in this part have got to get out of the way.
Cameras up, then.
Okay?
So it's pulled together, scrub down, forget about the pressure, give the man next to you a kiss and see what happens. Let's hoof it!
Take or the only chance we get, so I think we were lucky actually.
Thank you.
Emma did a really good job, as you saw, just pulling it all together at the last minute and just went.
Filmmakers are high-risk candidates for heart attacks and insurance policies, but judging by Justin's reaction, when it works, man, it takes your breath away. Cannes. A cauldron of fame, talent, wealth, fortune and glory. But Justin Kerrigan hasn't come here to star spot. He knows that his film will be left in the vaults unless he can alert interest from a major film distributor who can sell human traffic to the world.
In the first day we managed to target everyone. There's enough hype about the film that we got to everyone that we wanted to see, the 5 major distributors, and they're all really, really keyed up, waiting for it. It's looking good.
It looks really, really good.
If Justin made this film, he'd be dreaming about making it. You know, so he's exercised that right away. That's instant therapy. He is the youngest British film director at 24 years old.
But even young, exciting filmmakers need to keep cool in the Cannes heat.
Derek's a psychotherapist, and we just met yesterday, and well, I've fallen in love with the man's mind.
Great. So we're going to help him say the right things.
Justin, how are you?
I'm alright, Mark.
Good. So tell us about human traffic.
Making it includes countless radio, paper and television interviews. Looks glamorous, but when the film he's selling contains his heart and soul, what more of himself can he give to the media?
There's a lot of hype about this movie, so what's human traffic all about?
Basically, human traffic is every girl's nightmare. I've just been itching to make a film about it since I've been a part of it. It deserves a voice.
That's snappy.
Like that one?
Drugs, clubs, pubs and
I've had
parties.
the interviews all day, mate.
I think that's good.
What Justin can do is take what he's done and say, well, I've achieved that. That is a real achievement that I can take inside me and feel good about myself about. And what he's particularly good at is not getting, oh, you know, I'm famous. He keeps his feet very well on the ground. Well, I believe it. I mean, you may be a screwed up, paranoid bastard, but I mean, yeah, well, you aren't out there getting wasted.
It's been 5 years since Justin scribbled pen to blank pieces of paper and developed an idea we now recognise as human traffic. The past 9 months have been totally dedicated to the production of the film. Words fed lines, feeding sentences into paragraphs, structures, stories, gained interests, friends, enemies, money, men and money, crews, actors, locations, caterers, rolls and rolls of film footage, first assistant, good takes, outtakes, and all it took is one man's idea.
I kind of promised myself that I'd be making a film by 26. I've never told this to anyone. But yeah, that I'd be making a feature film. So that was like, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that. And I kind of like, when I started off, you know, I knew I wasn't very good. You know what I mean? I was crap. I didn't know what I was doing. And it just takes years and years of just like making films and just learning from them. You see, I don't know whether I'm going to continue as a filmmaker. I don't know I don't know where I'm going. All I know is that I need to finish this film and get away from everything. I'm so burnt out that I just feel I need a break, and I don't know where it's all going to end for me. Like, I know if I don't go back to filmmaking, I'm not going to go back to the shitty jobs I used to do. I much prefer to be on a dole.
Yeah, mate.
Fucking nice, ain't it?
The film is currently at the centre of a worldwide distribution battle. It will be hitting the screens next year.
Oh, man,
Nice.
Push fucking 24/7 fucking 365.
What's your name, mate?
Oh, safe as fuck.
What? Your name's safe as fuck?
Don't know what you're on about, man.
No, I asked you what your name was, and you just said safe as fuck.
Inca Holmes.
Yeah, Felix.
Oh, man.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Keep the spirit alive, yeah?
Safe as fuck. Right, but.
And this is a wrap. Ta-da!